Madden, Madden, Madden. Madden 06, Madden 07, Madden 08, Madden 09, Madden 25. Everywhere you look, there's a new Madden game. Every year in, year out, Madden. Like, come on, is there a reason to have a new football game every year? Like, yeah, I get it, he's a football coach and whatnot, but every year? It's like he has a monopoly on the football genre. Is there any football game that has come out in the past 10 years that isn't Madden? You know, growing up in a predominantly female household, I didn't grow up watching football and actually playing it. But what am I doing? So you know what? I think it's eluded me far enough. So I think now is the time to figure out what the bee's knees is behind football. What is football? We're about to find out.
Blitz the League. Yeah, this looks like a type of game you need to play in order to understand football. Well, oddly enough, Blitz the League is produced and developed by Midway Games. Yeah, that Midway, the people behind Mortal Kombat. Now, this isn't their first romp with the football genre. After all, they did make the NFL Blitz games, and looking at clips of it online, yeah, well, this looks like a fun family-friendly game that everyone can play with the family. So I guess I could expect more or less the same. Whoa. This is awesome. You can definitely tell the people who made Mortal Kombat made this game. There's just enough amount of crazy, wacky action mixed in with violence to make it fun and easy to understand. So, this game came out because Midway no longer had the rights to make NFL games due to a little hemorrhoid getting exclusive rights. So, there's no official NFL teams in here, but it's still football at its core. But now with the ability to maim the other team. The funnest side to play for me personally is the offense because you can just wreck whoever has the ball. When you're on offense, all you have to do is hold the left trigger with X or A to do a dirty hit and assault the offense. And if you look to the corner, there's a little meter called the unleashed meter, and when that's full, do it again and unleash the hard hit, which can cause an injury to the other player, either shattering their bones or causing them to tear their muscles. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, you have a choice to either treat their injury, which means keeping them benched for a few games, or juice them up to send them back out right away. Of course, you can't do this to all injuries. Some are more severe than others and require that person to be out for a few games, or in extreme cases, the whole season. But this usually only matters in the career mode. But back to dirty hits, do them enough and temper starts flaring, and do it one more time after that, and a brawl breaks out. To simply put it, it's a minigame where you win by tackling the most players, and the reward for that is these metal things that pop up during gameplay. They help fill up your unleashed, and fights are the easiest way to fill up your meter since every tackle gives you one. And if you win, your meter fills up, but if you lose or tie, you lose those medals, so they're pretty pivotal. I think they're pretty fun and they don't interrupt the flow as it doesn't take too much time, but when it starts happening pretty frequently because you're like me and only spam dirty hits, it gets a little annoying. Outside of exhibition mode is career mode. It's self-explanatory. Here you create a team with its own name, logo, uniform, players and colors, and a veteran and a rookie player, and work your way up from a jobber to the best team in the league. And surprisingly, there's a story and each team you come across has their own lore, but honestly, I don't remember it or the story. But honestly, it doesn't even matter because the main selling point is murder. In between matches, you can manage players in the team by training them in their specific positions like kicking further, running faster, being more resistant to injuries, or tackling harder. Or you can upgrade the equipment the team uses, which adds benefits like running faster, more grip, injury resistance, and so on. Or you can just juice them up with the roids to buff them up and give them that boost to dominate the sport. But you can't do it too much because if you do, there's a chance you'll get busted. But it's never happened to me though, so I don't know what happens. Well, the career mode starts pretty easy, but later on, especially when you start betting, it gets pretty hard, and you even have optional tasks you can do like sacking the quarterback 3 times. And throughout the mode, players from other teams even message you and threaten with injuring you, which starts a side mission to not let your quarterback get sacked at all by whoever sent the message. So it gets a lot harder, and I got intercepted multiple times to the point where it was just unfair. Career mode started to suck, and it just was not fun anymore. Waging bets is also a feature, but that requires you to win by 21 points, and it always seems like it's more harder when a wager is active than when it's not. So more often than not, I just don't place any wagers, because even when I do win, it's never by 21 points or more. You also have stats, and when you get into the higher divisions, everyone has differing stats, but for some reason, I stay the same, no matter what I upgrade, buy, or who I train. Okay, I'm just done with career mode. So, back in exhibition mode, there's quite a few teams to choose from. Some notable ones are the Grizzlies, because they share the same mascot as my elementary school did. And then the Marauders, because they have the same colors and mascot as the high school I went to. And then there's the Nightmares, because they're the best team in the game. They're the fastest, the strongest, and the team that easily causes the most injuries, both in lore and in game. But one downside to the game is the long save times on PS2. It takes forever to save, and if you have autosave on, it saves every 5 seconds. Leave a menu, goes into a save. Go into career mode, goes into a save. Go into the settings, save. Go into edit team, and even if you leave without changing anything, save. Go back to the main menu after a match, save. It takes forever, and sometimes it just feels like the game crashed, and it's the reason why I don't have autosave on. Well, it's a good thing I'm playing on my PS3. On the PS3, it looks way faster. So, in terms of the soundtrack, it's pretty good. You got so many standout tracks in the game. It's a good balance of metal, heavy rock, and hip hop, and they're basically all good and add to the atmosphere, pace, and tension of the game. The game is just so much fun to play. It's not hard to understand, and the players actually have character because in between plays, they throw small jabs towards the other team, throw insults, or show frustration or anger when the other team makes a touchdown or takes the ball from you. The coaches even do the same thing. Or they'll do small stances and stuff when making a touchdown. And not to mention the cheat codes. You can unlock them by doing certain things either in career mode or exhibition, like winning 5 exhibition games or getting 50 yards or so in a game. They range from increasing the frequencies of injuries or giving all the players butterfingers where they'll fumble the ball every time you get tackled, or having an unlimited unleash bar. And let me say, having butterfingers and the unlimited unleash bar cheats active creates some pretty crazy and hectic games where you'll be going back and forth a lot. And there's even some extras to see, like the A3 trailer or the actors doing the motion capture, and man, it looks pretty crazy. And there's even a trailer for Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Shaolin Monks. But that's another time. So I'll give it an 8.2 out of 10 because overall, Blitz the League is a pretty fun experience, especially with a friend, but what would I know about that? And the Xbox version even had online multiplayer, and it even received a sequel just 3 years later in 2008. But with the Midway going defunct in 2010, I don't think we'll be seeing a sequel anytime soon. Not unless NetherRealm Studios randomly decides to make Blitz the League 3. So, what did I learn about football from Blitz the League?
Nothing.